The next topic is about heartbreak.
I need to leave the room.
Have you ever had your heart broken?
Yes.
Again, I'm drinking to that.
Yes.
I'm drinking that today. You know.
I'm having a prawn cracker.
But I feel like everyone has to go through our first heartbreak to kind of learn and grow about yourself. Like you learn more about yourself and what you deserve as a person being in a relationship.
The first heartbreak really changes you, period.
Period.
So how did you deal with your first breakup? Your first heartbreak?
I cried, bro. I fucking cried.
Drink to that, toast to that, cheers.
I feel like you need to cry it out, and you need to go through that pain in order to develop yourself and to become stronger than how you were before. Because if you avoid it, it's just gonna mess you up completely. I mean, with my first heartbreak, I didn't even deal with it. So for the entire, it was like a very short relationship, but it took me a really, really long time to get over that breakup, and it took me like a year to get over it. So because I didn't deal with it, it took me a year. If I cried and actually went through it, I feel like I would have just gotten over it quickly.
Yeah, ignoring it doesn't make the problem go away.
Yeah.
You need to feel
Face it
it.
head on.
Feel it, process it, grow from it, and heal.
I think going through your first heartbreak really makes you grow as a person.
Yeah.
Also,
And it makes you
like,
realize what you deserve as a person, like not just in a relationship but in general. Like you really learn more about yourself.
It makes you realize who your true friends are, who you want to be around more, who you actually trust, and be your confidants.
Not that it's a nice experience to go through, but you do learn a lot from it. Like I think
you
it really
learn a lot.
I think
about
it is a
yourself.
vital growing experience.
It is.
Yeah.
It
You
is.
have to experience.
Well, obviously
at least
not everyone goes through heartbreak.
once. Some people are
Good for them. Good for them. You know?
Yeah, you're
good for
blessed.
them. How do you know you're over someone?
when they're no longer the first and last thought of the day.
I feel that. I feel that. You know.
It's different for everyone, but yeah, if you're still thinking about them in a way that you know you're not supposed to, then you're not over.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
obviously.
But it's also okay to never be over someone, whether it takes 1 year or 10 fucking years.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone has their own like time.
Everyone has their own grieving periods, you know.
Exactly.
But one day you're gonna look past and you're gonna be like, wow, I was thinking about this person for da da da, and they didn't treat me right. Da 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 da. But now I'm stronger and I've grown from it, and that's the end point that you should be reaching for.
Yeah, you're over someone once you've learned to let go. You may still love them unconditionally, but you know that you're able to move on for yourself and not because of them. You know.
I think it's when what Sarah said, when you stop thinking about them so much in a day, when you can get through your day without thinking about them.
Such a good feeling when you
yeah,
realize
right?
it.
When you're like, wow, I've actually stopped thinking about him or her. You can still think about them after your breakup, but you can't let it control how you feel and how you get through your day. I think if you get through your day without thinking about them too much or just not thinking about them at all, I think you're over them.
I have something to say. I think that's the process of getting over someone. You can still think about someone, but the way that you think about them, if you're able to reflect on them and your experience
But when
with them,
we
then you're
say,
able
like-
to get over them. But if you're still thinking about them and your memories, there's a certain extent where
I mean, I think about you guys because you guys are in my memories.
no, but I
it's
think it's
not-
different with your exes though.
Yeah.
Like, if you still think about them and there's certain things you did with them, I feel like you're not over them.
And
But
then
if
I think
you're reflecting on the memories and like how you can, this person did this to me, but like you can grow from it. But I don't think.
yeah. Well,
But there are
what
times
you're
where
trying to
I
say-
think about and I reflect, but it's still a negative feeling. Like I know.
you're able to look at all the memories you had with that specific person, but you're able to detach yourself from it.
Yes.
You don't have any
Yeah.
emotional attachment to it.
It's
What
the
she said.
detaching. It's the detaching.
What she said. Yes.
There you go. We got there.
So the next topic is about love. The question is, how do you know when you love someone? I think when you love someone, you do anything for them, regardless of what it is. It's the little things that you don't even notice until someone points it out. It's like you remember the habits, you start talking like them, you You can't go through your day without talking to them. You have to talk to them all the time. They have to be your first message and your last message.
It's when you feel like fully safe and content again.
Yeah, safety.
Being able to go to them when there's problems and
Reliability.
not feeling judged for it.
It's when you give all of your love for someone, you do anything for that person without expecting anything in return.
Yeah.
And no matter if that person even hurt you, if they have a moment where they hurt you or they said something mean to you, you'll still love them even though they did something like that to you, because you know that that's not who they are.
Girlies and boysies, that does not mean that your boyfriends and girlfriends cheat on you
Yeah.
and stay loving
Yeah.
them. No.
Exactly.
When you're going through issues, whether it's yourself, like having your own like mental issues, whatever, because I suffer from mental issues personally, or like whether it's like you're having an argument with your significant other, I think if you know that you're able to get past it despite how bad and tough it can really be, like if you know that you can make it through with your significant other in the end, that's how you know you're really in love.
I think it's about trust too.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
With this.
Oh, big one.
It's trust. Trusting them that they're not gonna hurt you behind your back. Trusting them that you can rely on them when you need a shoulder to cry on. Trusting
And
them
not judging
that
Trusting them to
Yeah.
trust you.
to do what you want. Trusting them to be in a party and not flirt with other girls. You know what I mean? It's just
Very
it's this
basic.
trust. How do you know when you don't love someone anymore?
When you argue and when you have problems with your significant other, when you're no longer bothered, you don't have the absolute energy that you used to have about getting through your problems and your arguments. Like,
You know how couples argue? Sometimes it's not because you don't love them anymore, it's because you actually have a problem that you have to deal with.
but that's what I mean. When I say that, when you
When
see
those
past
problems are just
Taking
you
over you
can't-
guys.
and you can't seem to solve it, and you can't see it.
when you don't want
a
to solve it
situation
anymore.
where it gets better, that's how you
Give
know
up.
you've just kind of given up on your relationship, and it's really sad. But
It's more of when you can't figure out a way to solve the problem anymore and you're just like,
Yeah.
what do I do now? you know?
yeah.
When the problem isn't, when you're arguing and the focus of the argument is not on the problem, but you're attacking each other personally,
Yeah.
that's when you know that you guys have just given up on the relationship.
I saw a quote that was like, it should be you two against the problem
Yeah,
rather than
it's-
you against
yeah.
the person.
Yeah. I was gonna say that.
It's true though. Like that quote is very true.
It is. I learned that the hard way. You can love someone and not do anything about it. You can love someone and think about someone, but you don't have to tell them that you're thinking about them. You can just do it without telling them.
I feel like there's another thing where you could, there's a possibility that you might have stopped loving someone, is when you come to a realization some point in the relationship that you've prioritized them over yourself, and so somewhere in the relationship you've realized that you've lost yourself and you lost your own sense of like who you are, who you've stopped talking to your friends because of that person. That's when you know that this whole relationship is not balanced, and then you stop loving them because you haven't given any love for yourself. So I'm just saying.
I think in relationships sometimes you lose your perspective on self-love because you're constantly trying to love someone and make them love you. So you lose focus on yourself.
Yeah.
That's why I think the first heartbreak really changes you, because you learn when to love yourself, how to love yourself. You learn so much about yourself.
That significant other should be a part of your life, but they should not be your life.
Yes.
Because you can't love other people if you don't love yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Do you think you can ever stop loving someone?
Yes,
yeah.
I know.
Yes.
I can't.
I think it was like you can love other people like differently. I don't think you can ever truly stop loving someone.
Personally, I don't think you can ever stop loving someone. It's more of how you stop showing that love to someone.
And learning to live with it.
Yeah, it's more like you can love like what I said, you can love someone but not do anything about it. You can love someone and think about them all the time, but you can't do anything about it because you know it's wrong. I don't think it ever goes away. It just teaches you a type of love, because there's different types of love in the world. So the last topic is about makeup. The question is, can you ever leave the house without makeup?
No, because
Yes.
I look ugly.
Have to do at least my eyebrows before I leave the house.
I go to work without makeup, it's fine. I don't care.
Unless I'm like intensely sick and almost bedridden and I have to leave the house to do something.
When I was younger, I'd be like, no, I need to put on makeup. I need to look like I'm done up. What if I bump into someone? that I
Yeah,
love?
exactly.
If there is a day where I don't have to wear it, I will wear it. Everyone looks bummy at one point.
So the next question is, do you think makeup is necessary?
No.
No. Absolutely not.
No.
You need to wear makeup not to give you confidence, but to boost your confidence.
Enhance it.
Yeah, you need to enhance your beauty, not depend on makeup for beauty.
But luckily, my man likes it when I put makeup on. He says I look cute. So.
Okay, no
You know what I mean?
offense.
I'm sure.
Why do we take so long to get ready? And how
Everything
long?
must be perfect.
How long does it take you to get ready?
25 minutes.
Really?
30. Including my
I
hair.
need
and
an
makeup.
hour. I need 1 hour. I need 1 hour. I need to do everything.
Oh,
Wait,
including hair and makeup 1 hour.
Hair and
Okay, what
makeup.
about
Because my hair is really long, it takes an hour and a half. Especially if I'm like curling my hair, it takes me
Yeah.
half an hour just to comb my hair.
I used to take like an hour and a half.
Yeah, an hour and a half is good.
Nowadays, because I don't wear as much makeup as I used to, like I don't wear foundation as much anymore, it takes me half an hour. Otherwise, it used to take me an hour.
The reason why, personally, why I take long to get ready is because I actually enjoy the whole process. Like getting done up, doing my own makeup,
Listening
doing
to
my hair.
music or like
Yeah.
watching a video in the
It's so
background.
therapeutic, and that's why I like to savor
You need
my own time.
You need to have that time with yourself. The next video will be coming out soon. If you stay tuned, you can watch it. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye. Bye.